Without a doubt, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is one of the best-known stories in the world. It has had thousands of adaptations in cartoons, television series and even cinematographic productions. Of course, Disney has been the entertainment company which profited most with this story, although it wasn't created by Walt Disney as many believe. The Grimm brothers did write it, but what many people don't know is that it is based in dark real-life events. Let's see the dark secret of Snow White. If we look back at the origins of that story, we must go back to ancient Germany. That's what the Grimm brothers did, compiling the story that different traditions told, until they synthesized all the history we know, but with some more eerie details. Experts in literature consider that it is inspired by real events. For example, Karl-Heinz, a historian, claims that the characters of Snow White did exist and lived in a small town in Germany around 1730. For him, the young protagonist would be Maria Sophia Margrethe Katharina Frauen von Ertl, the Snow White of real life. One of the main features of German folklore is richness in legendary stories with fantastic characters, most of which do not arise from the imagination of some writer, but actually happened long ago in history. Various speculations swarm from this popular story. Some analysts say that the dwarves were actually infants at the time, who were forced into hard labor in the coal mines. Because of these working conditions, they developed an aspect of deterioration and old age, suffering from chronic malnutrition in addition to other serious health problems, as a result of the dangerous gases and lethal chemicals belonging to the mines, which were located very close to the castle of Snow White, or Maria von Ertl. According to this perspective of historians like Karl-Heinz, she liked to have fun with these children, because she suffered the absence of her father and had no friends. The story already adapted by the Grimm says that her father died and she was left in the hands of her stepmother, a wicked witch. But according to this theory, his father, Mr. Philip von Ertl, was not with her because he was a very important businessman who was always traveling. Although Philip's second marital relationship did seem to have happened, as well as the stepmother's aggressions towards the girl, taking advantage of the absence of the father. The apple that killed Mary would have been poisoned with belladonna by the evil wife of his father. The magic mirror of the history also existed in real life. It was forged in iron and the talking were actually engraved aphorisms around the frame. It was a gift from Philip, the evil woman's husband and Maria's father. In the original story, when the fearful stepmother was discovered, she was forced to wear burning metallic shoes, which made her dance desperately with pain until she passed away. The place of events, say historians, was in the province of Lohr. The Mary was recognized as a noble and kind girl, who felt sorry for the terrible precarious situation suffered by the inhabitants of that region. There are some rumors that apart from everything she was blind, as a sequel to intense chicken pox that attacked her when she was a child. As the brothers Grimm focused on traveling through different German towns in search of magic and these stories, they managed to capture and spread the story of Snow White for the first time in 1812.